okay?
Elbow flexion.
And there's 3 positions for elbow flexion. There's 3 muscles that you have to know for this one, okay? So we always start at 0, right? So we have palm up will be testing for the biceps, okay? Thumb up will be testing for brachioradialis, okay? Top of the hand to the ceiling is brachialis, okay? So if you get this muscle test,
Thumb is the radius, right? So you go on the
brachioradialis, it's the handshake muscle. Brachioradialis is the handshake muscle, so you know that the thumb is up. So when you are doing your passive range, so you, hi, my name is, and all that, you want to range all 3, okay? So I'm gonna be like, okay, what I want you to do is I want you to touch your shoulder. Good. Then I'm gonna put your thumb up, thumb to your shoulder. Good. And I'm turning her, top of the hand, touch the shoulder. Okay, so now can you do that? Now, my
From the beginning?
Yep. My stabilizing hand is going to be right on her epicondyles, just gently, just supporting, because it's her elbow. She's pretty much supported sitting. So can you do what I just did? Palm up. Good. Then you can turn her if she doesn't remember. Thumb up. Good. And then top of the hand. Up. Good. Okay? When you test, you only need to test for biceps. Okay? So palm up position is where you're going to apply resistance. Okay. So she did those. She's fair. God bless you. Okay. And now she's going to do it again. I would be sitting in front of her. I'm not because I don't put you back, but I would be sitting like this, and she would be right in front of me. Okay. So that I would be supporting her elbow. Good. And now you're going to come up. I'm going to apply resistance. Go ahead. And 1, 2. Right in the distal forearm.
Greater than 90, I take it?
Yeah, right when she gets, go ahead, past 90, like right about there.
You want to do it again? Thank you.
Okay, right here. Okay, but you also want to make sure that the elbow stays at the side of the body, that it doesn't come out here as you're testing. So she should be right here. Remember, 0 is here, right at the side where we're starting, which would be right here, those of you over there. Okay, and then as she comes up, you want to keep her there, and then if you want to counter force, see how I'm using my hand against her olecranon here? You can do that to make sure that her arm stays at the side of her body. Okay, and then I'll go so you can see, and then half range would look like, right, less than 90, right? Less than 90, that would be your fair minus. Okay, so the biceps is what kind of muscle? Strap, that's what I'm looking for, strap, which means the fibers run how? Parallels, here to here, right? So how do you think I would put her arm to put her in gravity eliminated?
Shoulder.
Okay, sitting
On
and
something?
Yeah.
No?
Of course, I can do like this, sitting on the table.
Yes, so you sit, just face that way, a little straighter. Good. What we're gonna do is, we're just gonna hold her arm up like this, okay? Now, in this position, you also have to range all 3 muscles, okay? And you want to make sure that her position is the same as it is in against gravity, right? So if the palm up touches the shoulder, what muscle is that? Biceps. If you're not sure how to do it in gravity eliminated, put her in this position and bring her up. So this would be biceps, right? If you're not sure, thumb up. That's okay. Brachioradialis, thumb to mouth, brachialis, back of hand to mouth.
So this way you want us to do that, or?
Yes, you must passively range all 3. They must actively perform all 3, but you're only testing in the bicep range, okay? Makes sense? Okay, so this would be the against gravity, okay? So that's what I would do, I just passively ranged her. Now, when she does it, I'm supporting at the elbow, right? I'm not inhibiting anything here. I'm not touching her, just resting. And she's going to go ahead and there, and then I'm going to switch her. Good. Okay. And then she does that, so she is poor so far. Put her back in the bicep range, Now I'm gonna apply some resistance, okay? Go ahead. 1, 2. Now, the reason you see my 2 fingers here in her palm is just to support any wrist action that's going on, just to keep her all in the same plane. But my resistance is right here, on her side of my hand again, okay? And remember, it's a core muscle, so we don't have to crank on it, just 1, 2, not so hard. Okay, half range would look like, good. Okay, so now when we palpate, very easily, remember when you want to palpate, you don't do the movement to make it flicker. A lot of you are trying to be like, okay, you know, without the person helping, you're like, okay, I feel it right here. You really don't because there's no firing going on, because you're doing it for them. You want them to do it. So for her, what I want to do is resist the motion. So I'll put my hand here and be like, okay, go ahead, do the motion. Good. And you know where it's going to pop out. Okay, so that's 1. If you put her 90 degrees with thumb up, what am I testing for? Brachioradialis, right? Go ahead. Right there. Okay, we can all do that on ourselves. You can see it. Okay, now brachialis is a little more invasive. I'm sorry. I'm trying to catch you.
It's okay.
Back of the hand up to the ceiling. You want to go, see my fingers are inside. You want to go under biceps. Just a little.
Just a little.
Just a little. Under. Good. This one's really hard to relax. Good. Okay, I got it right there.
That's the brachialis, right?
Brachialis. Yes.
Still creepy?
Yeah.
Some people you're going to have to dig a little more. Her, it's light,
Mm-hmm.
but if you get under there, you can feel it. Okay, I'm assuming on some of the men you might have to dig a little bit more. And I will be asking you to palpate all 3. Okay, so you only test biceps, passive range of motion, active range of motion, all 3. You're going to palpate all 3.
And what happens if, depending on, I guess, where the palm is,